There's actually 6 ways to make money on a piece of real estate. Okay, I'll tell you all 6 right now, and until I'm in the deal.
Basically not even spend that out of pocket.
Nothing. I will pay nothing out of pocket. This is the thing that people just don't freaking understand. Everybody else in YouTube land is like, I have to go save up a big down payment. I have to go save up a big this.
Yeah.
I have to get good credit. Dude, I don't even know what my credit score is. Yo, here we are in San Antonio, Texas, home of the Spurs, also home of Burger Boy. Apparently top 3 burgers in all of Texas. We're gonna have to try that out today. Followed by going to 2 Subto houses that I'm buying here in San Antonio. We'll go to our first appointment where we're gonna meet with the seller and tour the property that I currently have under contract. We have not closed on it yet, but you'll get to see behind the scenes of me touring a property, what I look for, and then we'll do a little bit of a wrap up after I walk out. Then we have a second house we're gonna go visit, and I'm not quite sure if we're gonna be able to get inside the house. Fingers crossed. I really want to be able to meet the seller at this other property, but worst case scenario, we'll be able to just walk out front of the property, do a little bit of filming, show you guys some houses. And when I get back to the office in about a week or 2, I'll do a whiteboard video breaking down all of these deals mathematically, so you know how much money I'm making, where the deals came from, etc. Why are you guys selling the house?
Because I'm purchased a new home with my parents.
Wow.
Yeah, my parents, me, my wife.
So all together. Oh,
Yes,
cool. And that's going to be in San Antonio,
yeah.
Over by the government stuff?
Yeah.
Nice, man. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anything wrong with the house? Everything okay?
Everything that's good.
Okay, no leaking, no nothing?
No.
The house is like brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's like a year.
Wow.
Yeah, a little brand new.
Amazing. Did you try and sell with a real estate agent?
No.
No. How did Sam call you? How did Sam find you?
Just to
He was just just calling?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. Granite countertops. Nice. And this is 2 bed, 1 bath, or?
Two bath and 3 rooms.
Wow. That's interesting. They were able to fit 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in here. Dude, these, I guess because the house is so long. All right. Check it out. All right. Like the rooms are actually really good size. Like this is good enough for 2 kids in here, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So they got like a his and hers closet. Boom, boom. And then you go through the backyard. You go through the back of the house to the backyard. Let's check this out real quick. All right, cool. Wow. Man, this is like a brand new house.
Really?
It's amazing. Brand new house. I don't even have to do any renovation here. Like literally nothing. All right. So good sized bathroom. Okay. Got it. Awesome.
Of course, I have two children. So
Oh yeah.
sorry for the mess in the
Oh, I have 3 kids, so don't worry about it. Do you remember the interest rate that you have on the house?
No, I need to see the papers.
What's the payment every month?
Every month is 1,150.
1,150. Okay, got it. And that's with taxes.
155. 1,155.
Okay, 1,155. That's taxes, insurance, everything.
Yes, sir.
And how much are your utilities right now? A couple hundred?
Yes.
Like $200 for power, water, sewer. It's like $200.
I pay water. I pay the light. Everything separate. I pay the trash cans. Yeah, like probably 150.
Everything.
180.
Wow. This is great.
Yeah.
How much did you buy the house for? 200,000?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you, man.
No, thank you, sir.
Appreciate you. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, this is great. You got the floor right here. Good granite countertops. Good cabinets. Good little 3-bed, 2-bath house. Man, awesome. Thank you.
No, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Couple of different strategies I could do. Okay, so this house I'm buying subject to. What does that mean? That means I'm taking over his existing payments. Okay, so he's walking away. We're giving him $10,000 to walk away from the house. And then he leaves the loan in place. I just start making payments on that same loan. So his $1,155 he's paying, taxes, insurance, principal and interest, everything. I have a payment for $1,155, so I could do a couple things. I could turn this into an Airbnb. It's 3-bed, 2-bath. We could do that. I could turn this into a midterm rental where like traveling nurses come and stay here for like 6 months at a time. I could turn this into a rental where I just rent it straight up. I could probably rent this for like $1,500 or $1,800. There's actually 6 ways to make money on a piece of real estate. Okay, I'll tell you all 6 right now. First way I'm going to make money on this house is what? Cash flow. I'm going to take over payments on this house, subject to. Okay, so I'm going to rent the property out for $1,800. I'm going to take out my $1,155 payment and pay it to the bank. That leaves $645, right?
Profit?
That's gross profit. Gross means that's like, ooh, that's icky. Gross. Ooh, I don't want that. Net profit, I'll take out $145 a month. That $145 goes to future repairs. So let's say your tenant calls you and says, hey, broken window, hey, this, hey, that, whatever. So that means I'm going to net $500 a month. Let's take that 500, let's multiply that by 12 months in a year. That means in 1 year, I'm going to make $6,000 a year. Now in 5 years, let's say, that means I make $30,000 in 5 years on the cash flow. Everybody thinks that's the best way to make money in real estate, but that's actually not the best way to make money in real estate. Okay, check this out. This area, this house is worth about $200,000. This area goes up in value about 5%, 6% every year. Some years are 15%, some years are -4, right? But overall, the average is about 6%. So let's do this. 200,000 times 0.3. That means 30%. Where did I come up with a 30%? That's 6% times 5 years. That's 30%. So that means just in 5 years of sitting on the property's not going to be worth $200,000 anymore. It's going to be worth $260,000. So I made $60,000 just by letting it sit here. That's called appreciation. Okay, it's appreciating. It's going up. So in 5 years, I've already made $30,000 in cash flow. I've made $60,000 in appreciation. Let's talk about the tax incentive. The IRS is going to give me a tax incentive for owning the property. Hey guys, if you want to know the calculation, just type in paste Morby tax incentive on YouTube and I break it all down what that all means. $200,000 what I'm buying it for. The IRS is going to give me a tax incentive for 27.5 years. They'll give me the tax incentive, okay? So boom, right there. There's my tax incentive. $36,363 in 5 years. They'll give me that as a tax incentive. That means I can go out and if I'm a camera guy and I own this house, I can go do $36,000 of camera work and charge people money and bring that into my life and pay $0 of tax on that $36,000. So I've made $30,000 in cash flow. I've made $60,000 in appreciation. Tax incentive is giving me $36,000. Now, this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Remember, I'm collecting $1,800 from my tenant. I'm taking $1,155 of that and paying it to the bank, right? Because the bank has a loan on it. What happens with that $1,155? This is where people forget about how great real estate is. Out of this $1,155, it's taxes, insurance, principal, and interest. Okay, it's everything all included. We call this PITI. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance. That's the total payment is $1,155 on this house. I collect the $1,800. I take $1,155 of it and I pay it to the bank. Out of that $1,155, $400 of it pays down my principal every single month. So the house that I owe $200,000 on now, next month I owe $199,600. Next month I owe $199,200. Next month I owe $198,800. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it keeps chiseling down, but who's the one actually paying that $1,155? The tenant is bringing in their money and it's paying down my debt. So let's do $400 times 12 months, $4,800 times 5 years, another $24,000. The fifth one is a little bit tricky. We call it leverage. Okay, so as the house goes up in value, let's say it's worth $260 and I'm paying down the balance also, there's a big spread there that's called equity, right? It means I have net worth in there, like let's say $100,000 over time. The loan started at 200, now it's down to like 150, let's say, hypothetically in the future. I got $100,000 in here. Well, that's appreciation and that's pay down. So that's not the second way we make money. And this is the fourth way we make money is people paying down our stuff. The fifth way we make money is I can take that money and I can refinance the house, pull that $100,000 out, no taxes, because it's not income, it's a loan. So I can keep refinancing my houses and bringing in big chunks of money. So that's the fifth way we make money. That's called leverage. Now, the sixth reason I buy real estate and the sixth way I make money from real estate is from storytelling. You and I telling a story right now in front of this property, showing people that this is a real property, this really happens. People will go and find these deals and send them to me. I didn't find this deal. One of my students found this deal for me. So teaching people how to find these deals for you, I've done so many YouTube videos where people go, oh my gosh, this is possible, this is real, that they end up sending these deals to me. Best seller never talked to me once in his life. And I get to show up and I get to buy this house. No credit check, no cash, no credentials, nothing. Even that $10,000 I'm giving the seller, you think I'm even coming up with that 10 grand? I'm not. I'm borrowing that from a private money lender. They're gonna pay the 10 grand. My tenant and that $500 that comes in every month, they'll pay down my private money lender for me until I'm in the
So
deal.
basically not even spend that out of pocket.
Nothing. Nothing. I will pay nothing out of pocket. This is the thing that people just don't freaking understand. Everybody else in YouTube land is like, I have to go save up a big down payment. I have to go save up a big this.
Yeah.
I have to get good credit. Dude, I don't even know what my credit score is. The point of this and why I went on long for this is I wanted people to understand that these deals are everywhere, right? So here, where could you find these deals? Number one, get to know my Subto students because my Subto students are locking up these deals all over the country. Number two, we're gonna go to another house right now where I worked with a real estate agent and a real estate agent on an expired listing. The agent, his name is Ryan. You remember that house we went to in Houston? That house I got from a guy named Ryan, who's a real estate agent. He tried to sell that house on the market. He couldn't. So that's where the seller just gave me the keys, walked away. The house that we're going to next came from the same real estate agent. So you build relationships with real estate agents or expired listings. These opportunities are everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Here's what I'll do for everybody that's watching right now. My wife and I show you exactly how to go find expired listings and we give you a script. So go in the description down below in the YouTube video and we'll give you guys a whole expired listing training that my wife and I did together. And that'll show you how to find deals like this. And we'll see you guys in the next video.